ICE?
Yeah.
ICE?
Yeah, ICE. ICE raids.
Oh,
That's
immigration customs enforcement.
Oh.
They have one right here.
Damn.
That's
Immigration customs enforcement.
Oh. Oh, man.
They have one right here.
Immigration customs enforcement.
Oh, man.
I was 24 trying to see 25. I was burned down Sodom, turned Babylon into Rumble. Black man, Hispanic man, we got no time to be weak. Looked around, all I saw was death in the streets. That's why every time I speak, I put life in the beat. They ask me why I ain't smile, life ain't sweet. Black man, Hispanic man, we got no time to be weak. Looked around, all I death is death in the streets. That's why every time I speak, life in the beat. They ask me why I ain't smile, nigga, life ain't sweet. Black man, Hispanic man, we got no time to be weak. Nah, I said it best, you know we just surviving the times, and it's survival of the fit. Strong survive. That's why each and every day I pray to the Most High, cause most of my people ain't make it to see 25. I was 24 trying to see 25, but the shit that I'm spitting crackers ain't gonna want me alive. I was 24 trying to see 25, but the shit that I'm spitting crackers ain't gonna want me alive. I was 24 trying to see 25, but the shit that I'm spitting crackers ain't gonna want me alive. Less is 25 to life, and I'm stuck in a cell. 23 hours to slot, yo, my nigga, that's hell. We the salt of the earth, and our taste gone stale. Living in a system set up for my people to fail. We the salt of the earth, our taste gone stale. Living in a system set up for my people. We the salt of the earth, and our taste gone stale. Living in a system set up for my people to fail. It's time to come together, that's the only way to excel. May the Lord's anger rain down fury like hellfire and brimstone. Revert these devils to Flintstones. Burn down Sodom, turn Babylon into rubble with it. Burn down Sodom, turn Babylon into rubble with it. Burn down Sodom, burn down Sodom, burn down Sodom, turn Babylon into rubble. Burn down Sodom, turn Babylon, rubble with the angel and the Lion of Judah, king of the jungle. Ephraim is a flame, turn the Esau into stubble. This is the patience of the saints, so always remain humble. He who endures to the end will see this place crumble. Blessed is the man who sees the fall of his enemies. His prophecy is destiny. Been at war for centuries, victims of lost identity, but now we got the recipe. The Bible is the remedy for healing all extremities. Blessed is the man who sees the fall of his enemies. His prophecy is destiny. Been at war for centuries, victims of lost identity, but now we got the rest. The Bible is the remedy for healing all extremities. I said the Bible is the remedy for healing all extremities. Speak the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. Speak the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. Speak the truth until the day that we die. The day that we die, the day that we die. I rep the Most High until the day that I die.
We still put the bars together with anger and vengeance, praying that the breath of my enemies get extinguished. Niggas rhyme nursery like I'm here in Disney. How can I spit soft when crackers they wanna end me? Trying to take my life and my kids without a father. Trying to take my life and my kids without a father. Trying to take my life and my kids without a father. That's why you see me rolling around with that revolver, 6-shooter on me like I'm in the Wild West. Call them trying to steal them bars, they want the style next. 6-shooter on me like I'm in the Wild West. Call them trying to steal them bars, they want the style. 6-shooter on me like the Wild West. Call them trying to steal them bars, they want the style next, but they can't duplicate y'all where they recuperate. Came a long way from moving perks about the Super 8. Hotel, motel, wet-headed wholesale. Now you might see me with fringes all on my coattail. Hotel, motel, wet-headed wholesale. Now you might see me with fringes all on my coattail, looking like a Hebrew. But I don't beef over the web, just step to me when I see you. Nose triangle on that 50 cal Eagle. Not even a main event, it's just a preview. Right before the movie, big budgets and Uzi. Big butted bitches, low 30 up to Thule. Nigga so groovy, come and check the stilo. I leave, they talking again, it's like I'm Debo. Rap is just a free throw, I got the game sewn. When I'm done, drop the mic, nah. Taking my home. Rap is just a free throw. I got the game sewn. I'm done. Drop the mic. Nah, taking my home. Rap is just a free throw. I got the game sewn. When I'm done, drop the mic. Taking my home. So it won't fall in the hands of fuck niggas. Me, I play the cards I'm dealt with Trump niggas. Ball on these haters, they swear I could dunk nigga. Want nigga. Choppers fit nice in the trunk nigga. A problem over here, you can see me out front nigga. Jump nigga. Mean if you froggy, I front nigga. Front nigga. Front nigga. Front nigga. Front nigga. Six shooter on me, like I'm in the Wild West.
We speak the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. Still here. We speak the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. Still here. We speak the truth until the day that we die. The day that we die. The day that we die. Still here. I'll let the Most High until the day that I die. We're still here, die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We spit the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We speak the truth until the day that we die. Day that we die. Day that we die.
We about to bombard their whole operation. Certified priest, prophesied this my occupation. This shit outrageous. They done made the truth docile. That's why we on the corner crying aloud, looking hostile. It's UPK style. Can't stop now. Far this warfare couldn't last one round. Let the oppressed rise, and let the rich mourn till the sundown. Enough with this shit, about to make it hot, call it compound. Just for my niggas, put the guns in the drugs down. Dwelling in peace till the Lord call for the blood hands. Try to decide my death and got beside yourself. Swore draw for what you perform. How you gon' hide yourself? Devil's got to die for his lies and his bitch. Ain't got no love for the crackers. Nah, just cruel intentions. And in my father's house is spinning mansions. I got plenty bitch. Worthy of vengeance. This your death sentence. I'm talking to you. Slaughter. Yeah. Slaughter. Yeah. Slaughter. Yeah. Slaughter. Yeah. Slaughter. Yeah. Slaughter. Slaughter. That they do not rise. Go in and fill the world with lies. And die for your skin. You gon' die for your crime. I'm talking to you. So warn for your life. Your life. Try to destroy my people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta hear, let them hear. Till the devil's done the end is still. Slaughter. Yeah. Slaughter. Yeah. Now they shook from vicious words out this handbook. About to take these rappers back to school. My flow said it hook. They crossed the line, ain't no coming back. You became no cowards. The only thing sweet is the honey check. Righteous is the Lord. Give me rest from my sorrow. And hand down death for them devils. There's no tomorrow. Why? Cause they violence leave a man a stiff corpse. You see a flag in a badge. I see horns in a pitchfork. Go ahead. So please believe it. The white man is a demon. And I ain't gon' vote for them to free me. No. They beat us to weep. The color purple. That's why this knife till they broke like ceiling. You got this nigga on his knees. They wanna have peace. We screaming, let this bitch burn at 1,000 degrees. Numbing in the bosom of revenge. I told her I'd do anything she pleased as I squeeze on the double D's. Fuck you
The police just shot him for no apparent reason. No reason at all. They asked for license and registration. That's the police officer over there that did it. With the black on. I can't really do shit because they got me handcuffed. I can't believe they just did this. I'm fucking back! Ah!
It's okay, I'm right here with you.
Slaughter, that they do not rise. Go in and feel the world with lies. And die for your skin, you gon' die for your pride. That's right. Talking to you. So war for your life. Your life, try to destroy my people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta hear and let them hear. Till the devils that you in this deal. Slaughter, slaughter.
Fake love, real hate.
One West.
Don't be set apart, nigga.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. Oh, you can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking.
JT on the track.
Hey, oh. Yeah. Hey. Fuck wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my niggas. Yeah. I'm in a yo. Got my nigga Ramon with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding general, your honor. That for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Look, hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin' my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, thank you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it. Ain't got no manners, all them pussy niggas talking shit. Yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm reppin'. And my niggas solid, number real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood. I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For I take your life or let you take mine. That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brother stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
All my dishes.
We good? Clap it up. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Barakatah to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shamar Alatah Bashem Yahweh to the sisters. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, under commanding Junior Hanna. And since 1969, we've been speaking the truth to you, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, informing you that you are the true Israelites spoken about in the Holy Bible. And tonight is Isupk's San Antonio Brotherhood class. And the title of tonight's class is The Oppressor's Forever Hatred. Yesterday was the what do you call it? The inauguration of Trump, right? And it was an outright disrespect to my Southern Kingdom brothers, because it was held on so-called Martin Luther King's day, right? It was just like it overshadowed it, right? We went out as a group to the march down here in San Antonio, and it was almost like dead out there. I mean, mainly because of the weather, but it overshadowed the significance of that so-called holiday, right? And it was just outright disrespect to my Judite brothers. And he addressed in his speech, right? He addressed the blacks and Hispanics that voted for him. I'm gonna quote him right now. He outright addressed them, thanking them. And here's what he said. He said, to the black and Hispanic communities, I want to thank you for the tremendous outpouring of love and trust that you have shown me with your vote. Right? Yeah. We went out. I know a lot of Latinos. Like, I personally know quite a few Latinos that went out and voted for Trump, right? And it's sickening to me, because this man is an outright racist. He hates our people. He hates our people, right? But we turned around and just filled the voting booths and voted for this racist that hates our people. So what does that say about ourselves? It says that we hate ourselves too, right? Because we voted for him. He how can I say, he outright disrespects us with almost every other sentence that he talks about immigration. He outright disrespects us as a people as a whole. And we turn around and as he said, showing tremendous outpour of love for him. It's sickening. It's sickening. We would turn our backs away from our heritage, our people, to vote for this devil, right? It like I can't stress enough. It's sickening to me. It's disappointing and sickening to me, because we just turned our backs on Shalom Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shabbat to commanding General Yohana. We turned our back on our people just to quote unquote, for better job opportunities. We turn our backs on our people for the approval of our oppressor, and forgetting our struggles, right? We forget our struggles of our people. Like a lot of so-called Latinos and blacks, we struggle together in this wicked kingdom. And us as Latinos, we have we how can I say, we just turned our backs on our grandparents, on our parents, right? Because we as a people, we struggle to come into this nation for a better life, and we risk our lives to cross that desert, right? Like I know my grandfather came here, quote unquote, illegally, but let's say for instance, if I would have voted for Trump, I would be disrespecting his memory, his struggle and sacrifice for the future of the family. I would be disrespecting that. I would be disrespecting that. Our people have a crab in a barrel mentality. You know what I mean? Just as long as we're getting ahead, forget our fellow brethren, and that's the type of mentality that we learn here in the United States. We come here for quote unquote the American dream, and it doesn't teach. It teaches us how to hate each other, how to be selfish, and we just forget about the sacrifices of our people that made it possible for our families to have a future here. From our first scripture, Cardenal, can you go into Ezekiel 35:5?
Well, I
We
need you to
forget
put it
about.
up on the screen.
Yeah, he's going to put it on the screen real quick.
I bet. I got you, bro.
Ezekiel 35:5. We forget the struggles of our foreparents. We forget the struggles that we went through together with our Southern Kingdom brothers of the atrocities that we both suffered under Jim Crow. Ezekiel 35:5. We forget about all that. We just turned our backs on our people just to quote unquote for better job opportunities that Trump is gonna provide. Go ahead.
If I'm not mistaken, actually, who was that one dude who was actually? It was one of the Trump speeches. He had called them like trash or something like that over there.
Oh, in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, coming on Puerto
It
Rico.
was a guy from New York, like councilman or some guy from New York.
Yeah, that
He
man.
made a joke about Puerto Rico.
Yeah, who that made the jokes about the Puerto Ricans. He had called them trash.
Right. He I remember that. He had actually said that the whole island was trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually said that all the immigrants that are coming over here, coming from S-hole countries, that's what he has said, a while back. But we just choose to forget that, choose to be ignorant to that. You know what I mean? Like, I even Slakia. Let's get into the scripture.
Verse 5, right?
Con.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
Right, a perpetual
Yes.
hatred. Slakia, I'm going to stop you right there. A perpetual hatred. This speaking against our oppressor, right? The Edomites. A perpetual hatred, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. Let's define perpetual. Let's Slakia, a couple of y'all can you pull up the definition for perpetual? He says had a perpetual because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. Well, we could just continue to forget about all the atrocities and the sacrifice of our foreparents that came here. They were drugged through the mud along with our Southern Kingdom brothers. But we just continue to forget that. Oh, you have that? All right, go ahead.
Perpetual, meaning never ending or changing.
Right, never ending or changing. I don't know why. Okay, you can go ahead and drop that. I don't know why we thought that this term was going to be different. Because I remember some political figures that were against Trump are now for Trump. Well, what they think was going to be different? Nothing's changed. His policies just increased against our people. Nothing has really changed. It never did change. And then he's not only, how can I say, Slakia, he's not representing anything new that we've seen our oppressors, our oppressors bring to us before. Starting from Christopher Columbus, I mean, it's nothing new. Go ahead.
Come on.
No, hold on. Stop right there.
So like, if I may, and it's crazy because like every president that has ever ran for president has been a racist.
Right.
Even when it came to Barack Obama, it was racist.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was racist against blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. I know he might have the skin complexion for us, but he is not our people. You know what I mean? That's why everything he did was against God. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything he did was against God. From George Washington all the way down to Trump, they've all been racist. And then the fact that Donald Trump became president from running on racism is letting everybody know how much they really hate blacks, Hispanics.
That's right. That's right.
That was his whole premise, is running on racism. Even saying that the Haitians eat cats and dogs. You know what I mean? And that the Venezuelans are messing up America and they're bringing all their crime. You know what I mean? It's just everything that he ran with to become was racism.
Right.
You know what I mean? And what makes it even heavier is that those same people that he was talking about, right? The people that were born over here in America from those countries went out and voted for Trump. So they're racist against their own people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like even though they're brown skinned, right, or black, you know, or dark skin, they still have white supremacy on their mind.
Right. And that's what this place teaches. It teaches us to hate ourselves. It teaches us to hate our brother, right, to hate ourselves, and to hold our oppressor above everything. We even bow down to our oppressor.
Right.
You know, every time you go into that Christian church, you're bowing down to your oppressor.
Right.
That is not Christ that you're bowing down to. That is a false image of Christ that you're bowing down to. You're bowing down to your oppressor. You hold your oppressor as if he is God. And that's what America teaches us. That's what Christianity teaches us, on how to hate yourselves, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. That's what they teach us here.
Right.
But go ahead.
Okay. And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by force of the sword.
Right. Since they came here, since they stepped foot on our shores, they have shed our blood. They have unalived us. They have forced us to bow down to a false image of Christ, and they have continually shown injustice to us. We don't know justice. We don't know justice, and the person the one and only person that's going to bring us justice, they covered his face with their face. You know what I mean?
Right.
So So we as a people have not been shown love, been shown justice. All we know is injustice and hate from our oppressor. So like go up to verse 4.
Verse 4. I will lay thy cities waste.
Right. I will
And
lay thy cities waste. So like you right there. The Lord said he would lay their cities waste. Look at California right now, LA. It looks like a wasteland. California, like LA is burnt up. This is happening right in front of your face right now. This is happening right in front of your face, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. But you choose to ignore the words of the Lord. It's time to wake up. Go ahead.
come. And thou shalt be desolate.
Right. This fiat currency, this wicked kingdom, this wicked nation, the policies that it has, it's coming to naught. It's going to be desolate. And we're looking at their fall. We're watching prophecy unravel right in front of our face as we speak. Right? Like Trump is going to come in and they think everything's going to be hunky-dory. They think he's going to settle all the conflicts in the Middle East. They think peace and safety is going to come. Sudden destruction is coming to this nation for the crimes that is done against the children of Israel, against blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans in this land. Go ahead.
You know what's going to be happening?
That-
You know how we go to them for everything that we need, right? We go to them for food, water, all that.
Right.
But there'll be a time where they go to us for all the food, water, and everything, all the supplies that they need. They're going to be going to us, just like their homeless people go to us.
Right.
Right now, there are homeless people all on the streets, and they come to us. We don't turn them down. We give them food and water because that's how much of a peaceable people we are. And we even care, we take care of them people.
Right.
That's how oppressor.
Because
that's how much of an oppressor the oppressor is.
right, because we are the meek. We are the meek. And they since the womb, they come out and it's just speaking lies. They cannot show us love because they are not for us. Go ahead, sir.
Come, sir. And thou shalt be desolate.
Hold on. So let's like it. Officer Kabar has a point.
And it's crazy, like, because I'm a fan of battle. You know what I mean? I like to fight. I like to
Right.
battle, all right? So we just reading, you know what I mean? They say God loves the world, right? God loves everybody.
Right.
I don't see God loves everybody when he's talking about laying somebody's cities to waste.
Right.
You know what I mean? When he's making somebody desolate.
That's
You
right.
know, then it says, thou shalt know I am the Lord. You know what I mean? So somebody out here that's profaning the Lord's name or making up lies on the Lord, that one day they're gonna know who the Lord is.
That's right.
You know what I mean? That don't sound like some like hugs and kisses.
Right.
That sound like a fight.
Right.
That sound like you gonna know who I am. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, right. And they're gonna know who he's for too.
Absolutely.
They're gonna know who he's for.
Right.
Right. Because for eons, not eons, but centuries, they think when they think of God and they think of Christ, they think of some white man with a long beard, right?
Right.
In the white robe and little naked baby angels, white angels in heaven, right? They're gonna know that all they have inherited lies from their fathers. They're gonna know who the Lord is for. But go ahead.
Let me say. Oh God. And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by force of the sword in the time of their
Go ahead.
Slag. Force in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
Right. And that's now. The time of the iniquity had an end, right? That's now that's what you're seeing unfold right in front of your eyes. That's us in the UPK. We're turning away from our sin and turning back to the laws of our Father, the Most High God. That's happening now. but they have had a perpetual hatred, which means never ending, unchanging. But we turn around and we choose to forget about all the calamities that we have suffered under this oppressor, just to vote for an outright racist because he's going to bring quote unquote better job opportunities. I was speaking, I was like a while back, I was speaking to a brother, and he was telling me that he couldn't wait for Trump to get into office because it was going to open up the oil field, open up drilling, and it was going to drive out all the quote unquote illegals that are bringing down wages. And this was Iskarite brother telling me this. I said, wow. I told him, wow, that's crazy because that's our people coming over here for trying to find better opportunities, trying to find a better life, quote unquote, a better life for their families. And he's like, I understand that, but they should do that legally, right? And not really caring about the struggles that our people are facing down in so like quote unquote Central and South America, right? Our people are struggling down there, and he's just not really caring about the struggles of our people. He was just worried about his struggles, about his family struggles, his quote unquote calamity here. But we have houses here, right? We have running water here. We have vehicles. Like, our struggles are not like their struggles. Down in South America, they're living in huts. They're living in complete poverty. We failed our people being selfish here in America. And we choose to turn our back on our people, and that's what America teaches us. I mean, they teach us to be they teach us to be selfish, and they teach us to hate ourselves, because when we choose to vote for our oppressor that hates us, knowing that he wants to send our people back, back to the crime-ridden countries that they're from, back to basically death, because they come here trying to escape, the cartels, trying to escape all the poverty that has been basically been brought upon them because of this nation, because of our oppressor. They choose to turn their back on them, and it's actually showing hatred towards your brother. That's what we learn here in quote unquote the land of the free. We learn hatred because we have been shown nothing but hatred. And we're going to get into some ways that our people, some ways that they have been showing perpetual hatred to us, that our people choose to forget. And we're just going to bring out some of the examples here. Let's go into the first example, because I'll go into the Alien Enemies Act, the first article that I put up. See, in Trump's speech yesterday, he had said he was going to reenact the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, right? 1798 was forever ago. And he's going to reenact it. But this act is nothing new. This act has been reenacted and renamed throughout America's history. And I'm gonna show you that it is a perpetual hatred for the so-called Northern Kingdom, Slovakia, for the so-called Spanish-speaking tribes. It's a perpetual hatred shown against us, but we choose to forget it. it's not taught to us in school that they've done this, but we've heard throughout you know, throughout the generations that this has been happening to us through either our grandparents or you know, our great grandparents. We've heard stories of this happening to us. Let's go into it. Can you pull it up? The Alien Enemies Act, the article about the Alien Enemies Act.
What is the Alien Enemies Act?
Right.
You see it?
Can you see it, Tazio?
Come, sir. I can see it.
Okay.
Go
What is the read it?
Yes, sir. Okay. What is the Alien Enemies Act of 1798? Bulletin points. The Alien Enemies Act of 1798 is a wartime authority.
This is a wartime authority. He's going to pull this up, and he's going to reenact this act. But this act is a wartime authority. It just goes to show you the mindset of our oppressor. He's saying at the same sentence, the same speech, the same breath, right? He was thanking us for the love and support we were showing him, right? But then again, he's going to reenact this act, which is a wartime authority. That just goes to show the mindset of our oppressor. His words were smoother than butter, yet they were drawn swords.
Right.
That just goes to show the mindset and the spirit behind him. Go ahead.
Go. Second bulletin, it lets the president detain or deport citizens of an enemy nation.
Right. Yeah. It's just an act to deport our people back to Central America, back to South America. Go ahead.
So like it, sir, if I could.
Go ahead.
You know, Americans, they consider anybody that is coming here illegally and an enemy, and that's why this law applies. So like it, sir.
Right. They consider an enemy, but they stole this land. This land is rightfully ours, and I'm gonna get into the Treaty of Hidalgo, which you know confirms this, because that when they quote unquote attained this land from Mexico, they signed the Treaty of Hidalgo, which they have broken. So that makes the treaty null and void, which actually which means that treaty is null and void. So actually that treaty no longer stands, right? So
yeah,
this land is stolen. They have kept none of their treaties that they signed with our people. All of the treaties, over 500 treaties they signed with the Native Americans, they have kept none of them. The Treaty of Hidalgo, they have broken that treaty. They have not kept that treaty. But go ahead.
Go on, sir. And the third bulletin point is invoking the law to fight the cartels will likely result in lawsuits.
Lawsuits. Okay. Right. Is this the same article that I gave you?
I'm reading what's on the screen, sir.
Right. I know, so we'll roll with it. Anyway, go ahead and go down a little bit.
was talking. What is the Enemies Act of 1798?
Right. That's where I wanted to start. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Start right there where it says, "What is the Alien Enemies Act of 17?" Yeah.
Come on. I'm familiar with that. Bet. All right. What is the Alien Enemies Act of 1798? The Alien Enemy Act of 1798 is a wartime authority that lets the president detain or deport the natives and citizens and enemies nations.
Right. That it gives the president to detain and deport them, just like how they've been doing. They've been doing this. They've been doing this. They got all kinds of what is it? They're concentration camps, really, but what do they call them? The deportation centers down in South Texas and Arizona.
So like
Been doing this. Go ahead.
You can call it the immigration centers.
Yeah, the
You
immigration
can
centers.
even go back to and call them boarding schools. And you can go back to and call them group homes, orphanages, juvenile detention centers, and so on and so forth.
Right. Yeah,
But
they've been doing this. This
yeah,
this
since they got
from the
here.
inception of this country. Go ahead.
No, you got it, sir. So like,
Yeah. From the inception of this country, they've been doing this. They've been doing this from the Texas Rangers down in South Texas. Mass unaliving our people down here in Texas to the gold rush that happened in California, to where they were kicking out all the native Mexicans that stayed in California, kicking them out of their ranches and homes for the gold of the land. They've been doing this. But go ahead.
okay.
You have a point?
And
Yeah, go ahead. Go. So hold on. Go ahead.
That's the same thing they put at the Alamo.
Right.
Yes, they did it at the Alamo, and then and then Santa Ana had to come back up here and fight. You know what I mean? For the freedom of the Alamo, for the freedom of the brothers that was in the Alamo.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They took Texas like that.
Right.
They take everything like it's just theirs, and they have a right to move on it because of the people that's there. They consider less than.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But they consider less than. But God says that we're better than them.
Damn right.
God don't consider us less than. God consider us more than.
That's right. Let's get that real quick. Deuteronomy 7:6.
Let's put it up there.
Let's get that real quick. To further drive in that point that God considers us more than all of them.
Right.
Let's drive that in.
Are you showing on the screen, Bubba, sir?
Yeah, we got it. It just go ahead.
So, count on. Verse 6.
No, call out the book and the chapter and verse.
So like I'm not familiar with this.
Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy. This is the book of Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy, verse
chapter 7, verse 6.
Verse 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Right, holy people. We are a holy people unto the Lord our God. Holy meaning separate. We are separate, set apart. Go ahead.
Okay. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Right, we are special unto the Lord. We are special to him. We're not like everything else. We are special to him. We are apart from everything else. Go ahead.
Okay. above all people,
No, we're equal to everybody.
above all people,
No, all mankind is the same.
above all people,
We're above all people. No,
that
only
are
here in the United States. We're above all people only here in the United States, only in Mexico.
above all people
Go ahead.
that are upon the face of the earth.
Right. We're above all people. The Lord has chosen us, put us apart from everybody, chosen us because we're special unto him above everybody on the face of the earth. But we choose to turn our backs on our own people that the Lord has chosen, to side with the people that hate us. We choose to go to the voting polls to quote unquote be assimilated into American society. Know what I mean? We to how can I say to exercise our right to vote, right? When our vote doesn't count. We're not a part of that. What is it? The electoral college? Electoral college. We're not a part of that. We're not a part of the electoral college. Our vote does not count. But we want to feel like our vote counts, right? And then they feed us lies that our vote does count. They feed us lies that we are accepted into their club, onto this society, but their actions show us different. Their actions actually show us hate, but we choose to just to forget that. But let's go back into the article.
You have to show me the article into.
Yeah, it just run a little slow.
Oh, yeah, my bad. All right, I got it. It was the third bulletin point, right?
No, it was we already started the article. Yeah, the paragraph. Okay, go ahead.
Since becoming more than 200 years ago, the alien enemy.
This was almost 200 years ago, right? That this law has been it was enacted 200 years ago. They're bringing this law back. See, like their hatred for us is never ending, and this act has been revamped and renamed throughout all their how can I say, throughout the existence of this nation. This law has been revamped and renamed, so it has never really ended. But go ahead.
Salaka, sir.
Go ahead.
That's through their Salaka, sir. Through their agenda, that's what they do. They program and pre-program, and that's what they do. And we just follow the program. You know, it's unbelievable how their psychic works. You know what I mean?
Well, the reason why we follow their program is because our gates languish. Our leadership has failed us. Our leadership has failed us. We're. Do you want to point, sir? Our leadership has failed us. Our leadership wants us to assimilate to their ideals. You know what I mean?
Right.
Instead of following the laws of the Most High God, we seek their love instead of the love of the Lord.
Right.
And while we seek their love, we hate ourselves because their ideals is, white is right. If all the supermodels that they portray are beautiful, or slender, flat backs with blonde hair and blue eyes, while being darker skinned and full bodied is considered overweight and ugly, right? The baby doll experiment, where the black baby is ugly, and the white baby is the quote unquote pretty baby. You know what I mean? That's their ideals. Our leaders have failed us. Instead of loving ourselves, we choose their love. But go ahead, sir.
Right, and that's the thing about commanding General Yohana.
Damn right.
Because those weak leaders that want to assimilate into America and want to be one with their oppressors and one with the same people that murder them, rape them, shoot them down in the street, take their culture, take their God, take their king away from them. Right, commanding General Yohana is the man raising new leaders on the earth.
Right.
In the spirit of Christ, in the spirit of the Most High. New leaders on the earth that's not going to bend, that's not going to bow, that ain't afraid of jail. We're not afraid to give our life for what we believe in and for our God and for our nation and for our king.
That's right.
That's why commanding General Yohana is important. He's giving blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans something to live for.
Damn right.
Something to fight for.
Damn right.
Something to be right.
Damn right. Damn right. Damn right. Go ahead with the article.
Count gun. I'm sorry, the third one.
Go ahead.
Since becoming law more than 200 years ago, an Alien Enemies Act has been used during 3 conflicts: the World War of 1812, the World War One, and the World War Two. According
and then that's interesting, right? It's been reenacted throughout all the woes, right? The World War One, the World War Two, World War Three is on the brink. Some may argue that World War Three is here, right? This is I find that really interesting. That this act has been enacted in all the woes. I just want to note that out. Go ahead.
Okay, so can I say something about that?
Go ahead.
Listen, like, so they're so inactive, right? Like we dismiss it and we forget about it. But like 100 years later, 200 years later, if Lord willing, they're not. But if they're still in power, that's still going to be the law. I'm going to have to comply with that kind of law. You know what I mean?
Right, because their hatred for us is never ending. Perpetual hatred. It's never ending.
Never
ending. But go ahead with the article.
Can
you scroll down,
I was saying, according to the National Constitution Center, each of these instances was a declared war.
Was a declared war, right? And it's interesting how he said that he was going to reenact this act, and it's a declared war when he reenacts this act. That's just real interesting.
That is.
Go ahead.
Come on, sir. Most recently, the law was used Most recently, the law was used to place special restrictions on German, Italian, and Japanese nationalists living in the U.S. during World War II.
Right. During World War II, because of the Pearl Harbor incident, and the Japanese were were that were confined in those basically concentration camps that we had here in the United States. And it's crazy to me how that's not taught to us, you know what I mean? Because they don't want to air out their dirty laundry. They want to always seem like they're the hero and the victim. Go ahead.
Okay. You got me on the different. Okay, okay. Most recently,
wait a minute. Are you on? Are you on there? Can you see it?
You gotta go up some more.
Copy, can you scroll it up a little bit?
More?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Are you talking about that? Can Trump use? That's what you're talking?
No.
Now we just reading about them Italian, Japanese people, and so like this. Now which is
can you scroll down to can Trump use it to secure the border?
I bet I see it.
Yeah.
Scroll down a little bit. All right, it says Trump has said he wants to. Okay. Trump said he wants to use the law because it gives tremendous authority to everybody to straighten out our country. But there are legal obstacles that stand in the way.
Right. He just wants a license to just plain out just deport all brown people. That's what he wants to do, because he's going to take away. He's taking away I forgot what it's called, where if you're born here, you're an automatically citizen. Like let's say, like if an immigrant from El Salvador comes over here, and his rib is pregnant, right? And they come over here and she has a baby here. Legally, that baby would be United States citizen, right? He wants to get rid of that, to where he wants to and reenact this right here, to deport the whole family, whether they were born here or not.
Right.
That's what he wants to do. He wants to deport all our people as a whole, because they hate us. But we chose to, quote unquote, show tremendous love by supporting him, right? But go ahead and drop that. Let's get into the Treaty of Hidalgo. Because as I said before, they have stolen this land. This land was rightfully ours, and they stole this land. And when they had the Mexican-American War, they signed a treaty. And one of the terms of the treaty, we're going to get into it, but one of the terms of the treaty was when, like, quote unquote, a Mexican national that lived here in, let's say, Texas or California, that they were how can I say, given the right to stay here and a right to their land that they owned. Well, they have violated this treaty. They had violated that term of the treaty, which means this Treaty of Hidalgo no longer stands. This treaty is null and void. So that means that their right to this land is null and void. They have violated this treaty. Let's get into it.
Okay. Trio Guadalupe Hidalgo. The trio Guadalupe Hidalgo officially ended the Mexican-American War. In parentheses, 1846 to 1848. Parentheses. It was
that was the Mexican American War. Then when they were fighting what's his name, Santa Anna.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Come on, sir. It was signed on the 2nd of February, 1848, in the town of Guadalupe Hidalgo.
All right, that's here in Texas, right? Hidalgo?
That's right.
That's when they defeated Santa Anna. Go ahead.
Yeah, scroll down. I can't go.
It's like-
I can't do it on my phone.
It's like, did you have a point, sir?
Guadalupe Hidalgo, that's like out there, like Houston, like San Jacinto.
Right.
Yeah, that's their county. It's not
Yeah.
in Houston, but like out there by Houston.
Yeah.
Hidalgo County.
Right.
Another Hidalgo ran before.
Right. Yeah, there too, but like there's a Hidalgo like that's out there by Houston and Guadalupe, right here by San Antonio, Guadalupe County.
Right. Can you see it?
Yeah, I got it. It's just a square on the left corner. That's right. I can still see it.
All right.
After the defeat of its army and the fall of the
Capital. It's capital.
okay capital and stop moving.
Go ahead.
So like it. After the defeat of its army and the fall of the capital in September 1847, Mexico entered into peace negotiations with the U.S. envoy, Nicolas Trist.
Nicholas
The-
Trist. Yeah.
Yes, sir. The resulting treaty required Mexico to cede 55% of its territory, including the present-day states of California, Nevada, Utah, most of Colorado, New Mexico, and Arizona, and a small portion of Wyoming.
Right. So that was 55% of its territory in Mexico. They just signed it over to the United States, right? That was most of the land in Mexico.
Yeah, right.
They just lost it to the United States in this treaty, right? They lost it during the war. Well, go ahead. Let's read further.
Okay. Mexico also relinquished all claims for Texas and recognized the Rio Grande as the southern boundary of Texas.
Right. See that the Rio Grande is the how can I say the border.
The border.
Yeah.
I still like it, sir.
Go ahead.
Okay. Let's pull it up. In turn, the U.S. government paid Mexico $15.
Can you scroll it down, Capio? Oh, okay. It's going. It's just running a little slow.
So like, I still got that little square in the corner.
Yeah, it's fine.
I can.
And 15. I can't. What does that say? So like a Capio. What does it say on behind the square?
Intern US million.
15 million.
15 million. Come. Paid 15 million in consideration of the extension acquired by the boundaries of the United States, and agreed to pay debts owed of American citizens by the Mexican government.
Right, go ahead.
Mexicans in areas annexed by the U.S. could relocate within Mexico's new boundaries or receive American citizenship and full
Right.
civil rights. Man,
Right.
yes.
So the Mexicans that stayed on that side of the border, on the northern side of the border, received American citizenship, would receive American citizenship and full rights. Right. They have violated that part of this treaty also with Operation Wetback.
I
We're
remember
going to get into that too. Operation Wetback. They have violated this part of this treaty. So this treaty has been violated over and over again. Let's go ahead and go further into it.
telling and civil rights. The scroll it down.
Salakia, can you scroll it down, Capio?
No, none of this.
The United States.
The United States ratified the Treaty of the 10 March in Mexico on 19 May. The ratifications were engaged on the 30th of May, and the treaty was proclaimed on the 4th of July, 1848. The U.S. Senate ratified.
Right. But let's go down back into like the conditions of the treaty.
Negotiators?
No, scroll down.
Terms?
Yeah, let me try to pull it up. Yeah, the terms.
What is this?
I don't know. Go ahead and read the terms of it.
Oh, God. The terms. Although Mexico ceded Alta California and Santa Fe de Nuevo Mexico, the text of the treaty did not list territories to be conceded and avoided in the disputed issues that were cause of the war. The validity of the 1836 revolution that established the Republic of Texas boundary claims as far as the Rio Grande and the right of the Republic Texas arranged in 1845. If you could roll it down.
Right.
So they're getting robbed.
Yeah, we got robbed. We got robbed. But see when I mean, it's just the spoils of war that they were taking, right? Because when Santa Anna was signing this, he was locked up here in the United States, like they had him prisoner. So he was just trying to get out of prison. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was just trying to get out of prison, and but that's another point. But let's go down to the articles 8 and 9. Yeah, scroll down to where it says Articles 8, where it gives the Roman numerals for 8 and 9. I want to go into a point right here.
Okay, you got the square in the corner.
Yeah, it's fine. It says Articles 8 and 9 ensured the safety of existing property rights.
Mhm. Of Mexican citizens living in the inferred territories.
Transfer territories because they transferred these territories to the United States. Go ahead.
Okay. Despite assurances of the contrary, land grants by the Mexican government to its citizens were often not honored by the United States because of unilateral
Modifications to the see they're trying. See, they modified this treaty to fit what they wanted. You know what I mean? Like they violated this treaty to like they were after California for the gold, right? And a lot of California Mexicans lived in California. And then I say that to say this. A lot of the like we heard of the gold rush, right? Go ahead.
You,
What's crazy is they broke so many treaties, and then like whenever Trump got on inauguration, you don't remember when he was saying that they had broken the treaty with him or with America, and he was like this cannot happen, like this was like unacceptable.
Right.
It's crazy because now they're getting upset that they broke the treaty with them, but then like you know how they broke the treaty with us, they don't expect us to be mad about it.
Right.
They expect us to get along and just keep on pushing, keep on moving.
Well, that's exactly what's going to bring out. That's exactly what's going to bring out. But yeah, they break treaties, but then when they don't keep treaties, they expect us just to take it. You know what I mean? They've broken every single treaty that they signed with our people, starting with the Treaty of Hidalgo and all the treaties that they signed with the North American Indians. They have not kept a single treaty, but they decide. I mean, they want us just to accept it. You know what I mean? Just to bend over for whatever they give us. Go ahead, sir.
That treaty was actually dealing with the Panama Canal, and now Trump was upset because Russia is now running the Panama Canal.
China.
Oh, no, my bad.
China.
China. I meant China.
Right.
It's like China is now. Wow.
Yeah.
China is running the Panama Canal. He was saying that they're being overly charged and everything. They're being mistreated and all that. So it's like they're not happy with it.
Right, because they want special attention. They want special attention for their ships to come in. For all our imports, they want special attention for us. You know what I mean? When they continue to put embargoes on the South American countries, put embargoes on Central American countries, but they still want special attention. So the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of, because he just wants to continually to oppress us while they stay on top, and while other nations are coming in and trying to gain a foothold on their territory. They're trying to basically declare war on that. You know what I mean? It's
so like
just go ahead.
So like it, sir.
Go ahead.
mean, I just want to say, a lot of what y'all discussing, it sounds very much like like when you sit across with your friends and buddies and whatnot, playing spades, and you renege. That's what the white men do. They renege.
Right.
The oppressor, whatever you want to call him, devil, whatnot. But they renege, man, every time. And just like
Every
you
time.
know, Woodrow Wilson gave us whatever president it was, they let us have the Panama Canal, but now they see that it's profitable for them,
Right.
not for us, because we make it profitable. And now they see it like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, yeah, they're calling a bluff. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to find some way to, they're going to find a loophole. And that's what it is, man. It's unfair. It's not good business. It's war. And I
Right.
feel like I just wanted to
Right.
mention
But
that.
we decide to back them, right? No, knowing that this land is rightfully ours, right? Is
Right.
rightfully ours. This Treaty of Hidalgo was signed back in the 1800s, right? And
So,
it gave like landowners, it gave them rights to their land.
right.
But they didn't honor this. They continue to find like you said loopholes and what have you. They
Mhm.
didn't honor this treaty. And
No.
it just, I say that to say this: a lot of the land in California was rich in gold, right? And our people, the so-called Mexicans that owned that land, they
Mhm.
they uh they would kick them out of their ranches. A lot of times the the army, the what do you would call them, the United States Army would come over and kick them and unalive these Mexicans just for having that land, owning that land, because it was rich in gold. They outright uh you know violated the treaty just to get their riches, just to get that gold.
Mhm.
They out they hate us. They how can I say, unalive us at any chance that they get. But we choose to show them love. We choose to continually to support them, quote unquote, show tremendous love and support to them. What how Trump quoted it. We choose that over our brothers. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? This
So like I
land
said,
is rightfully. Go ahead.
and like we was listening to the speech yesterday, last morning,
Uh huh.
and while we was listening to that, you know what I mean? Like he did say the new president of this new country, or I mean this empire, he did say that he appreciated the black and brown love, right? He said that shit, and
Uh,
but we like it's
it's like you. Well, what's your language, Katana?
oh yes sir. Well, I just want to say that like we cannot. There's no way that we can like leave this place per se, because they kind of need us a little bit. I believe so.
No, it's
My
not.
bad.
Well,
Like
yeah,
I said,
they do need us
I want to
because
interrupt you. And yes, sir.
so let's like I'm gonna stop you right there. They do need us because we're the only ones that are built to support this nation. They're not gonna go out there in the fields and pick the strawberries and pick the cabbage and all the melons and all the crops that and plant the crops that they need to sustain this nation. They're not gonna do
Mm,
that. They who do they use? They use
That's
Latinos for that. They do need
that's
us.
yeah,
They do need us. And
yeah,
we're gonna go into Operation Wetback here in a minute, but they do need us, and they want to continue to have us bend over and step on our backs to support themselves. That's what they want. That's
that's
what they
correct.
want, and it's sickening to me because we allow that. It's like the Genesis of 49:14. The Isupk bowed his shoulder to bear, and is a servant unto tribute. You know, we're a servant to them. We continue to support this wicked nation that hates us. We need to wake up and support ourselves. We need to love ourselves.
Right.
We cannot value we cannot continue in valuing this nation, because this nation is coming to not like I was about to say about California. A lot of that land, we own that land. They murdered us, unalived us, Slovakia. They unalived us and brought us out of the land with Operation Wetback, and we were by legal terms we were United States citizens. You know what I mean? Because we stayed in that land. We were born on that land. With this treaty, we were supposed to be American citizens, but they deported us, stole our land, and they built their nation on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what do we say? What do we see happening in California now? You know what I mean? Where most of the land is, that the richest part of their land that they stole, you know, gained all their gold from in California. What do we see happening now? California is in ruins. It burnt up, right? We're watching the fall of this nation, but we continue to support it. We need to come out of that wicked mindset of supporting our enemy, and we need to support our brothers. Our brothers are coming here. You know what I mean? When I talk to the people that supported Trump, like so-called Latinos that supported Trump, there's two things that they said that they voted for Trump for better, for better job opportunities, and to stop illegals coming in that is actually driving down wages. They say that illegals are driving down wages because they agree to work for lower wages, and employers are not keeping up with how can I say, the inflation because of the illegals, and that's the cause of wages being at an all-time low, quote unquote, lower wages, right? So that's why they voted for Trump. Those quote unquote illegals are our brothers. They're coming to the quote unquote land of opportunity to support their family, to support, you know, to find a better life for their future, for their kids, for their children. We turn our backs on the sacrifices of our foreparents. My grandfather came over here from Mexico as an illegal. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't desecrate the memory of his sacrifice, but our people are doing that when they decide to vote for, you know, when they decided to vote for this devil. And it just goes to show that we hate ourselves. But let's get into another example of this of that perpetual hatred that they have for our people. Let's go into the other article, sir, of Operation Wetback. We're going ahead and drop this right here because we're getting close to the time. So by violating that Treaty of Hidalgo, that violates the treaty. So legally this land is rightfully ours. The treaty was violated.
Right.
But let's get into the Operation Wetback, which is basically that Alien Enemies Act just revamped.
Come on, sir.
But like peep the name. You know what I mean? It peep the name. Operation Wetback.
Yes, sir. Of course.
That
Operation
goes to you know the curses that we would be called bywords and proverbs.
Mhm.
Wetback is like a spit in our face, right? It's a spit in our face.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an
But,
insult.
It's an insult. I mean,
Yes, sir.
you can't tell me that they're not racist. The racists don't run this country.
Of course, yes.
So go ahead.
Come on.
It's just like it's hold on. Officer Cabarro had a point.
That's why I like the good old George Jefferson honky.
Right, yeah, honky. Yeah.
I like the good old George Jefferson comeback, man.
He would- That's the proper.
Right.
Hey, I was there, man. I was in school. Yeah, I'll read it for you. Brother. All right, Operation Wetback. Operation Wetback was an immigration law enforcement initiative created by Joseph Swing, a retired United States Army Lieutenant General. Damn. And head of the United States Immigration and Neutralization Service, the INS. Said the program was implemented in June 1954 by U.S. Attorney General Herbert Brownwell. The short-lived operation used military-style tactics to remove Mexican immigrants, some of them American citizens.
Right. Some of them American citizens. Right. This is what Trump wants to do. He's going to annex the naturalized birthright, right? Where if you're born here in the United States, it makes you American, right? He wants to take that away. And he's go ahead, sir.
Yeah, that's why he's taking away where you can when you come over here, you can't even and you're born here in the United States, like let's say like a brother comes from the United or like from Mexico and makes it over here, but then he has a child over here. That's why like they're not able to claim to be U.S. citizen.
Yeah.
That's gone and done.
Right. It's just revamping. See that it just goes to show the perpetual hatred that this oppressor has for our people. But go ahead.
Through millions of Mexicans had legally entered the country through joint immigration programs in the first half.
Read that again. It says, though millions of Mexicans they legally came here. Go ahead. Start that again.
From the United States, through millions of Mexicans had legally entered the country through joint immigration programs in the first half of the 20th century. And some who were naturalized citizens who were once native.
Right. See, they were. So that goes back to the Treaty of Hidalgo. They were born here already. You know what I mean? They were born on the north. They were born north of the Rio Grande River. And when the Treaty of Hidalgo was signed, they were supposed to have land rights, and they were supposed to be automatically American citizens, right? But they have violated that treaty through our Operation Wetback. Go ahead.
Okay. Operation Wetback was designed to send them to Mexico.
Right. So it gathered not only immigrants that crossed here legally, but natives that were here already, and their descendants, and it deported them back to Mexico.
All right.
White man's the devil. You can't tell me otherwise. You can't tell me otherwise. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. The program became a contentious issue in Mexico and United States relations, even though I can't see the corner.
Yeah, he's gonna scroll it up.
Okay. So like while he do that, man, like they, oh never mind. All right.
No, but go ahead. You were gonna make a.
No, it's okay.
You're gonna make a point. Go ahead.
The square is on the left. Why does it do this? Okay. Makes sense.
Hold on.
Legal entry of man. Second working. No. Issues like this, man, they frustrate me a little bit.
Yeah, no. Huh.
And this is
So you have to rock with it, Cardan. Go ahead.
I know
The program
but-
became
we're
a
still-
continuous issue.
Yeah, okay. Operation Wetback was designed to send them to Mexico. The program became a continuous issue in Mexico, United States relations, even though it originated from a request by Mexican government to stop the illegal entry of Mexican laborers into the United States.
Right. And it just goes to show you that people think that Mexico is run by our people, and it's not. The government of Mexico is actually not run by quote unquote native Mexicans. And the government of Mexico is not for our people. It's not
correct.
like people think like, oh, Mexicans aren't Israelites because they have their own land. Okay, we have Mexico, but it's not ran by Mexicans, quote unquote native Mexicans. That Mexico is still run by Spaniards. It's still run by oppressor. Go ahead, sir. You have a point?
It's just an oppressor that speaks another language.
That's right.
An oppressor by any other name.
Right. That's right. Real talk. Yeah.
What's up?
And Mexico, the way the country is ran, is to keep the rich of Mexico, which is the criollos. Criollos are the descendants of Spaniards, right? It's to
Right.
keep the criollos rich and the natives of Mexico poor, and that's how Mexico is ran. So, during this time that this operation was going on, there were operations, like not operations, but programs to get labor workers from Mexico to come in and plant the fields and work the fields of the United States.
Yeah.
Right. So there were programs to legally bring them over here and for work, you know what I mean? So they can find better opportunities for themselves and family and their family. But the Mexican government wasn't seeing any profits from that. It was just going to the people. So they decided on ways to annex that.
Mhm.
But go ahead.
So like, sir, if I could,
Go ahead.
you know, when then them Yankees took over Mexico,
Right.
they took the best part of the land of Mexico. They took the best part of the where you can, agriculture and farming, and you know what I mean? Like they took all the where where things can grow and whatnot.
Right.
And then they left the desert in between, and there was a river in between. So
Right.
like they knew what they was doing, yeah, man, they just so wicked, man. I still like it. So I just want to say,
Yeah,
I'll continue.
they're right. It's subtile. There's more. There's what is it? Salaki, sir. Oscar. What is that? There's subtile. The subtile beast.
Yeah, there's a top piece of the field.
What is this? It's the most subtile beast of the field.
Right.
So he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing when he took that land. That's right.
Of course, Diddy's gonna say that. Diddy's gonna say that we wanted a war. He's gonna be like, well, you didn't win it in war. You made peace treaties, and then when everybody was trying to be peaceful, that's when you stabbed them in the back.
Right.
You didn't win no war. That wasn't war. You was losing the war. That's why you had to make a peace treaty. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Because nobody makes peace treaty because they're winning a war. You make peace treaties because you're losing a war.
Right.
And then you turn around and stab them in the back because you know Native Americans are peaceable people.
Right.
You know that Israelites are peaceable people. You know that.
Right.
That's why we say shalom when we see you and when we leave.
Right.
Peace.
Even in English, we do it. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Hey, peace.
I mean, that was back in the 90s, but
That's
Devil. They're devils. That's why they're devils.
right.
You know, because they want to deceive you. They want to deceive you by making a peace treaty and then deceive everybody in the end after they make a peace treaty on what happened. They're just
That's right.
deceiving.
That's
Right. Right. But let's go ahead and finish this off.
So like, I mean to go.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
We want to start at the second paragraph.
Yes, yeah, we'll just go ahead and finish this off because we're getting close to the time. I still got some scriptures to go into.
Come on, sir. All right. So the program became a contentious issue in Mexico, United States relations, even though it originated from a request by Mexican government to stop the illegal entry of Mexican laborers into the United States. Legal entry of Mexico, that's crazy. Legal entry of Mexican workers for employment was the time controlled by the Bracero program. Established
I'm gonna stop you right there. That's the program that it was talking about earlier, how they legally came into the United States. It was called the Bracero program. And I remember my grandfather talking about this program. There's a lot of descendants of the Braceros here in South Texas. I remember my grandfather, which was in West Texas, talking about this program. That some of his family members came to the United States through this program. That they would, the Braceros during I think it was during World War II, if I'm not mistaken, that most of the men that were here in United States went to war, so nobody was here to work the fields. So United States made a program to get immigrants from Mexico to come work the fields, and they would bring them in legally. They would let them come in through a work visa or what have you, and they would get them to work the fields. And a lot of times, those immigrants that they got to work the fields became naturalized citizens of the United States. You know what I mean? Through this program. And they were United States citizens. But through this act, this treacherous act of Operation Wetback, they deported them. So they reneged on the Bracero program. They reneged on the Treaty of Hidalgo. You know what I mean? They're the devil the Bible speaks of. They speak lies to us all the time. So we are the rightful owners of this land, but they wanna treat us like dirt and continue to build off of our back.
Yeah.
But we continue to quote unquote show them tremendous outpouring of love and trust, that to quote Trump, right, by supporting him. It is sickening. And let's go ahead and drop that. Let's get into the scriptures. Let's pull up Ecclesiasticus 12. Let's start at verse 10. It's sickening how we would show tremendous outpouring of love, and trust, right? When our Lord told us not to trust them. So, like, sir, can you pull that up? I'll copy y'all. Ecclesiasticus 12 and verse 10. When our Lord told us not to trust them, but we turn our back on our brothers that are coming over here to find a better life for their families.
So
to go ahead. You have a point?
So yeah, while he's looking for the scripture, I just want to say that like what you're saying about Trump talking his stuff and whatnot, and
right,
the people that he hired to talk about us and whatnot. Nonetheless, man, like these people are, I think they're very delusional to think that like we don't have a place here. We don't have a, you know what I mean? Like this is our land, and
right.
It's just frustrates me a little bit that they think that they can just kick us out like that. Like we, like the guy said, like we're trash in Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? Like that's not comedy. That's not funny. You know what I mean?
It's not funny, but
it's not at all. So it's like you know what I mean? Like I just want to say that.
Good.
Like it's just frustrating that we don't like we recognize our skill here, but we don't have to be here. We can do it there, but it'll be the same thing, and that's something that I say in camp, that like we escape a slavery to another slavery. You know what I mean? It's,
right.
I'm sorry.
Right. But it's just we learned that mentality. We learned how can I say? We learned a hatred for ourselves through America. We do it.
Right.
We go into the polls and we vote for a man that is an outright racist, right? That outright hates us because we hate ourselves. That's what it is. That's what it boils down to. We have a hatred for ourselves. They teach us how to hate ourselves. They teach us how to hate our brothers. That's what we learn here, because that's all that they show us. They show us hatred. They show us unaliving. They show us civil unrest. And we just learn that from them. We learn how to hate ourselves because they hate us. That's what we learned here in the United States. But let's get into the scripture.
Okay. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
It said never trust thine enemy. Never trust thine enemy. But we shown tremendous love and support and trust when we voted for Trump. But the Lord said, what?
Never trust thine enemy.
Never trust your enemy. The Lord said, never trust your enemy. Don't go out and vote for your enemy to be over you.
Right.
Go ahead.
Come on. For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Right. Iron on metal, it's going to corrode the metal. It's detriment to that the structure of that metal. It's detriment to that metal. Well, so is his wickedness. It's toxic to that metal. So his is the wickedness. So is our oppressor's wickedness. He has shown perpetual hatred to our people, and it's detriment to our people. But we choose to show him love instead of our love to our brothers. The Lord said never to trust them. Go ahead and drop that. Let's go into Matthew 25, verse 40 for one of my last scriptures. We chose to show love to our oppressor instead of our brothers when Christ gave us the key to overcoming this oppression. We as a people need to wake up and come into the Isupk, Matthew 25, verse 40. Come into the Isupk and learn how to serve Christ. Learn how to show true brotherhood to our people. And that's the only way we're going to escape the oppression. Go ahead.
Okay, it's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 10.
Matthew 25, verse 40.
I don't have it, sir.
Give it a second. It's going to pop up here in a minute. It's just our computer's running kind of slow. But hold on one second. I got to make a point. Our people went to the polls to vote for Trump, for better job opportunities and to stop the quote unquote illegal immigration that's driving down wages. They're being selfish because they forgot of the turmoil and the strife that our people went through here in the United States. You know what I mean? They forgot about their forefathers' struggle to quote unquote just better their lives. When those immigrants those illegal immigrants that are coming over here, are our people. Salakia, I'm tongue twisted. They are you. They are you, Hispanic man, Black man, Native American man. They are you. They are you. They're experiencing the same struggles we are. They are us. But we decide to turn our back on them. But Christ gave us the key to come up out of this oppression that we experience under this oppressor.
Right.
Gave us the key. Go ahead.
Okay. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 40. And the king shall answer and say unto them, verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren,
right? The
ye
least
have done
least of my brethren, right? The immigrants that are coming over here, they're escaping, violence from the cartels, which is initiated by the CIA. They're running from extreme poverty, which is initiated by the CIA, by our oppressor. They're running over here. They're the least of our brethren, right? That's the least of us. Go ahead.
Come. Ye have done it unto me.
Right. We
Now
we
what's
want to say that, Salakia, we want to say that we're like Latinos, that we're quote unquote highly spiritual, right? We want to say that we love Christ, right? So how we treat our brethren is how Christ sees how we treat him. When we turn our back on our brethren, we're turning back our back on Christ. But we want to say that we're followers of Christ, right? This right here is a key on how to really follow Christ. Us here in the Isupk, we won't turn our back on our quote unquote we won't turn our back on the quote unquote illegal immigrants. We go out and we feed the immigrants. We follow Christ. Join the Isupk if you really want to truly follow Christ. But drop that. Let's go into Zephaniah 2:1 from the last scripture. It's sickening how we just would rather disregard our people, you know what I mean, for on quote unquote better job opportunity. It's just sickening how we will forget the struggles that we faced in this country. If we faced under this wicked kingdom, just to come up, you know, it's a crab in the barrel mentality. We need to stop that. We need to stop being so selfish. Stop showing our brothers hate. You know, stop showing the Lord hate, because that's what you're doing. We need to stop showing hate. You know, Trump had his inauguration on Martin Luther King Day, which was a spit in the face to the Southern Kingdom. You know what I mean? But we flooded, us as Latinos, we flooded the polls to vote for him. I mean, we need to stop, I would say, supporting this wicked nation, which is falling right before our eyes. We need to come together with our brothers to show love to our brothers instead of our oppressor. That's the key to our rise out of this oppression. Go ahead.
No, I had nothing to say, man. You got it.
No, go ahead. Go with the scripture.
Oh, sorry. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together, ye, and gather together, O nation, not desired.
Right. We need to gather together because we're the most hated. Blacks and Latinos, we're the most hated in this nation. We need to gather together instead of gathering with our oppressor. We need to gather together.
So, like I said, please don't forget the Native Americans.
Right. Well, that's
So
with the Latinos. So, like, sir. Right. The Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we need to gather together. We're the most desired. Like Native Americans, they want us to forget about them. They shove them in the corner of the land, and they want us to forget about them. We need to gather together instead of just trying to show tremendous love and support to our oppressor. We need to show love to one another. Right. They hate us. We are the most undesired people in this wicked kingdom.
Right.
We can't come up out of the oppression if we're just showing them love. They hate us. We need to show each other love. That's what the Lord, that's the word of the Lord. That's not my words. Well, read that again, Carnal.
Come on. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together, ye gather together, O nation not desired.
Right. We need to gather together. They hate us. So we need to gather together and love one another, because that's the only way we can rise out of this oppression.
All right.
And with that, I pass the class over to Officer of 500 Capiar.
This is the Isupk case of giving evidence. Read the Isupk
More scriptures I want.
125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They shut themselves in the world. They need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court you. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister get permission from the head to marry. Besides, which is a commandment. Huh? You find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 and 10. Mishra, these 10th in Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Gives you the treasury department or teacher. Priest for free offering for priests. It's not mandatory and it's whatsoever amount you like. Upcoming holy convocations. We have the Feast of Purim, 14th day of the 15th day of the 12th month, starting Thursday, 13th March, and Friday, 14th March 2025. And you can read this and find it in the book of Esther, chapter 9, verse 20 through 31. And if anybody wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirts, pants, and a scarf. And this concludes the Isupk case announcements.
Do the Lord's Prayer. Imagine, which means stand. Upon Akodam, which means turn and face the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malachaka, Tabaa, Ratazayaka, Haya, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Latanlanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawath Yanawa, Kasalaknanawa, Kabawath Yanawa, Wala, Tabayanao, Manasaya 1, Abal, Hawashaya now, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwath, Wahala, Wahata Parath, Lawa Namyam, Aman. What we say in English was, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, and forgive us our debt, and as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. We give one courtesy salute to the brothers, men of Israel. Aman Shabbat, Amajah, Barak, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua Barakatah, Yadrim Tah, sorry to face sisters. Men of Israel, Aman Shabbat, Amajah, Barak, Yahweh Shema Latah, Hashem Yahushua. Yadrim Tah, class dismissed.